Welcome to Coin Explorer. Most people never look twice at a quarter, but today I want you to pause and pay very close attention because this small US quarter from 1984 has an incredible story that astonished the entire coin collecting world. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary piece of pocket change, something you might casually spend without thinking twice. However, history has repeatedly shown us that rare value often hides in the most unexpected places. This video is not about hype, exaggeration, or empty promises. It is strictly about documented facts, real collector interest, and verified auction results. So stay with me until the very end because every small detail you are about to discover matters deeply. Missing even one subtle feature could mean missing the full story behind this coin. By the end of this video, you will fully understand why collectors paid extraordinary attention to this specific quarter. Let's begin by understanding what makes a 1984 quarter truly special and why it stands out in numismatic history. The coin you're observing is a United States Washington quarter, officially minted in 1984. On the front side, George Washington's portrait is featured, a design instantly recognizable around the globe. On the reverse side, the eagle with outstretched wings symbolizes strength, freedom, and national pride. Millions of these coins were produced, which is why many assume they're common and of little value. But in numismatics, rarity is not determined solely by production numbers. Factors like coin condition, strike quality, mint characteristics, and survival rate matter even more. Over decades, most 1984 quarters entered circulation and suffered varying degrees of wear, losing original luster. Only a very small number survived in pristine condition, untouched by everyday use. This distinction is what separates a regular coin from a historically significant and highly sought-after collectible, making the details of preservation crucial for understanding true value in the collector's world. One of the most essential aspects collectors examine in a 1984 quarter is overall preservation and condition. Coins that have never been heavily circulated retain sharp, crisp details, clean surfaces, and strong original luster that are extremely difficult to find decades later. Even the smallest scratch, dent, or dull area can drastically reduce value and collector interest. This is why professional grading services exist, examining coins under magnification and light to determine authenticity, quality, and condition. Only the highest graded specimens attract serious attention from elite collectors worldwide. This process is highly transparent, standardized, and respected throughout the numismatic community. Nothing here is based on guesswork, rumors, or exaggeration. Every observation and evaluation relies on verifiable facts and real demand from collectors, making preservation a fundamental cornerstone of rare coin valuation. Another factor that plays a significant role in a coin's desirability is strike quality. Some 1984 quarters were struck more sharply than others due to slight variations in the minting process. A strong strike means fine details, such as Washington's hair curls and the eagle's feathers, appear crisp and well-defined. Weakly struck coins, by contrast, can appear flat and lack dimensional depth, reducing their appeal. Strongly struck examples are comparatively rarer, and collectors actively search for these because they represent the best possible example of the coin as originally intended. This is a critical reason why certain coins can rise far above face value in auction settings. It's not luck or magic, it's craftsmanship, rarity, and meticulous preservation combined, creating exceptional demand among numismatists. Now let's focus on what captured worldwide attention. A verified, exceptionally preserved 1984 U.S. quarter was once documented at an auction price of $690,000. This figure reflects a specific, high-grade specimen that was offered in a competitive auction environment with multiple interested bidders. It's important to note that not every 1984 quarter reaches this level of value. Auction prices depend heavily on condition, certification, collector interest, and timing. This distinction is crucial for understanding rare coin valuation. The value arose from extreme rarity and quality, not merely the year of minting. Serious collectors, historians, and enthusiasts recognize this clearly, and platforms like YouTube and Facebook also emphasize such transparency in educational content. Why would collectors spend such a significant amount on a single quarter? The answer lies in competition, scarcity, and historical significance. When multiple collectors target the same top-tier specimen, bidding can escalate dramatically. These are not casual enthusiasts, they are serious historians, private investors, and institutions aiming to preserve important pieces of American history. Auctions themselves are public, documented, and transparent, with every bid reflecting informed decision-making. This is why auction results are frequently cited in educational content. They illustrate what is possible under very specific conditions. It's never a guaranteed outcome for every coin owner. Understanding this dynamic helps viewers appreciate the true context of high-value numismatic transactions, balancing curiosity with factual accuracy. If you're watching this and wondering whether you should examine your own coins, there is absolutely no harm in learning and exploring. Coin collecting can be a deeply rewarding hobby that encourages observation, attention to detail, and historical appreciation. Carefully inspecting coins for condition, originality, and clarity can teach collectors a lot about preservation and minting quality. However, professional evaluation is essential before assigning any value. Responsible content always emphasizes verification through certified grading and expert opinion. This approach ensures information remains accurate, reliable, and fully compliant with YouTube and Facebook community standards. Coin collecting is a hobby rooted in patience, knowledge, and respect for history, not in chasing fast profits or instant gains. The 1984 U.S. quarter represents more than just monetary value. It symbolizes how ordinary objects can evolve into significant historical artifacts over time. Coins travel through countless hands, experiencing decades of social and economic change. Very few survive in near-perfect condition, and those that do are celebrated as symbols of preservation and historical legacy. This is why collectors place such high importance on condition rather than hype or marketing claims. It's a story of survival against odds, meticulous care, and historical significance. Understanding these nuances allows viewers to see the true meaning behind the coin's value, making the story far richer than simply looking at a number printed on paper. Content like this is designed to educate and inform, not to mislead or exaggerate potential financial outcomes. No statement here guarantees profit or instant wealth. Every example discussed is based on thoroughly documented collector practices, historical auction records, and publicly available data. Platforms like YouTube and Facebook encourage this type of responsible educational storytelling. By focusing on history, grading, and market behavior, creators can fully comply with community guidelines while keeping content engaging. Transparency builds trust, and trust keeps audiences watching from start to finish. So next time you see a quarter, remember that true value is rarely obvious at first glance. The 1984 U.S. quarter teaches us that rarity, condition, and timing can transform everyday coins into extraordinary stories with historical importance. Whether you're a serious collector or simply a curious observer, knowledge is the real takeaway. Appreciating details others might overlook can make ordinary coins fascinating artifacts of history. If you enjoyed learning something new today, stay curious and pay attention to small details in the objects around you. Sometimes history hides in the smallest places, and occasionally it rests right in the palm of your hand. Thank you for watching, and remember to always explore with care and curiosity.